Hollywood is still in shock over the passing of legendary actor Gene Hackman, but what his daughter just revealed has left fans speechless. The details surrounding his final days are filled with mystery, unanswered questions, and a heartbreaking twist no one expected. A chilling discovery inside Gene Hackman's home. On February 26, 2025, a maintenance worker arrived at Hackman's Santa Fe, New Mexico estate for what should have been a routine check. Instead, they walked into a nightmare. The front door was left ajar. Prescription pills were scattered across the bathroom counter. And in a truly haunting discovery, one of Hackman's dogs was found lifeless in a closet. As authorities swept through the home, they uncovered the grim reality. Both Hackman and his wife, Betsy Arakawa, had been dead for nearly 2 weeks before they were found. The question is, how did no one notice? Leslie Hackman's shocking response. As news of Hackman's death broke, the world expected his family to rush to New Mexico to pay their respects. But instead of traveling to her father's home, his daughter, Leslie Hackman, sold her story to the media before even setting foot in the state. Fans immediately started asking questions. Was she truly heartbroken over her father's passing? Or was she taking advantage of the moment? Leslie claims she and her father were deeply connected, even though she lived hundreds of miles away in California. But family insiders tell a different story. Hackman's grandson, Tim, admitted that the last time he saw his grandfather was over a decade ago. The troubled relationships. Gene Hackman had 3 children with his first wife, Faye Maltese Christopher, Elizabeth, and Leslie. But despite his Hollywood success, his relationship with his kids was far from perfect. His oldest son, Christopher, now 65 years old, reportedly had a strained relationship with his father for decades. In a rare 2011 interview, Hackman admitted, "I lost touch with my son early on. Maybe it had to do with being gone so much. It was tough to be away for 3 months at a time, and then come home and suddenly start telling him what to do." Even though Hackman was a 2-time Oscar winner, his biggest regret was not being present as a father. The mystery surrounding his final days. At first, Leslie and Elizabeth suspected carbon monoxide poisoning, but investigators quickly ruled that out. When police arrived, they found the front door wide open, a sign that something was very wrong. An orange pill bottle spilled across the floor. 2 surviving dogs wandering the house completely alone. The most chilling detail? Betsy's body was found in a mummified and bloated state, meaning she had been dead for weeks before anyone noticed. Despite all the strange clues, there were no signs of forced entry, no foul play, and no external trauma. So what really happened? A Hollywood legend's final chapter. After decades of success in films like The French Connection, Unforgiven, and The Royal Tenenbaums, Hackman retired from acting in 2004. He spent his final years living a quiet, private life in New Mexico with Betsy. His last public sighting in 2023 showed him looking frail but still strong, a man who had lived through Hollywood's golden age and walked away on his own terms. But despite his legendary status, his final moments were spent in complete isolation. No children by his bedside, no family to say goodbye, just silence. Was this his choice, or did Hollywood and even his own family forget him? The truth behind the headlines. Leslie Hackman's exclusive media deal has raised serious ethical questions. Instead of immediately flying to New Mexico, she was spotted at a Denny's in California, laughing with her sister. For many, this didn't look like the actions of a grieving daughter. It looked like someone cashing in on a Hollywood tragedy. Meanwhile, Hackman's other son, Christopher, has remained silent, refusing to make any public statement about his father's death. Their father-son rift had lasted for decades, and even in death, it seems that distance remained.